TinkerCAD tips. Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be part 6 and likely the last installment of my series on making these multicolor, multi-object projects in TinkerCAD for your own designs. This one here is one that I've made, and I've shown you a couple other things in the prior episodes. If you haven't seen those, parts 1 through 5, you can click through to my profile and find those. Those will be the videos prior to this one. Now, in the prior episodes, I showed you a number of things like being able to find my profile on TinkerCAD, where I've supplied and made a number of these that you guys can download. Of course, when you open one of these up, please give it a reaction before you download it. You can use these in your own designs. I've taken you to Google and given you some advice on finding good, crisp, clean images that you can use for this process. I've taken you to the Ping SVG site, that's this site here, where we've taken those images, selected the colors that we wanted, and created an SVG where each color is going to be a separate path. I've shown you where you can download the Inkscape program so that you can use it on your own computer. I took you into Inkscape here and showed you how to look at the paths or each of the colors in your image, how to then export those as individual SVGs, each being of a separate color. So let's get back to where we were here. We were working on this piglet design, and in the prior episode we had started making this tray here. Now, right now, the tray portion of it I have in black here, and just for the sake of clarity, let's go ahead and change these to white. It'll make it probably a little easier to see here. So we have the base of this as one part, and then we have the walls of this as another, and of course we can increase the height of this if we want. Now that we have that part of it here, we're going to, I guess, next set out to take this part of it and embed it in the base of this. Now, before we do that, I want to select these two bottom parts, the base and the sides, and group those together. So I can left click, mouse drag over those two parts, union group those together. Now, it's important to note here that when doing these designs, you never want to union group the various colors together. For instance, all of the white can be grouped together, that's fine, but don't group these colored parts together. We want to keep those separate, and I'll show you why at the end. Now, the next thing we want to do is embed this piglet design into the base of our tray here. Now, it's important to note that when you're working with designs like this, you can't have two objects that occupy the same space. I can't just simply drop this down into here and call it done. We need to create a hollow space in here. No two parts of this can be overlapping with another part. So the way that we're going to do this, and again, I still have everything lined up. I have the piglet lined up above the base part of it there, the tray. I'm going to select all of this up here. And while I have that selected, I'm going to duplicate that. Once it's created my duplicate, I'm going to convert that into a whole shape. Now, down at the base here, I'm going to put our work plane here. Okay, and while I have this selected, I'm going to hit D to drop that. Now, bear in mind that our portion up here was 2 millimeters, so I need to sink this 2 millimeters into that base. So I'm going to change my snap grid here to 1. And holding the control key, I'm going to cursor down twice. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to put our work plane back on the default. Then again, I'm going to take my left mouse button and I'm going to drag over all of this part down here, including the tray and all of those hole parts, and I'm going to union group those together. That will create the space in the bottom of the tray for our piglet design up here to sink into, and you'll have to give it a moment to resolve. Once it resolves, it'll look like that. And you can see here after that grouping, we still have a few remnants in here, but that won't matter. That will be between the colored parts above. So now we need to drop in our piglet and make it level to keep it flush with the top surface here. So again, I'm going to use my work plane tool, and I'm going to find the bottom of this portion here. We'll click about in there. I can move back here. I can left mouse drag all of this, select all of that. We'll hit D to drop it to the work plane. Now it's in the base of our tray. Put the work plane back on the default. And this design is done and ready to be exported. Now note, again, every color here is a separate object. For instance, the ears here, separate. Let's undo that. This part of it here, we lift it up. That's separate. Everything is separate still. Do not union group these together. That would sort of defeat the purpose. Once you export this and bring it into something like Prusa Slicer or Bamboo Slicer, you wouldn't be able to differentiate the different colors. The right way to do this is to, again, left mouse, drag all of this, everything that we want in our export. We're going to click on Export over here, and instead of STL, we're going to select OBJ. It'll pop up with a dialog here. Once the dialog pops up, what you'll see is it's going to be creating a zip file. So it's called Piglet2Zip. Here's the folder I'm going to send it to. I'm going to click on Save. I'm going to come over to my folder over here where that just went to. There's my zip file. I'm going to right-click on that, and I'm going to use 7-zip to extract this archive, and we'll create it to a separate folder. And if we go into that folder, you'll see these two files, and it's this one here that you want to bring into Bamboo Slicer or Prusa Slicer, this tinker.obj. Now when you do that, and again, I don't own a bamboo printer, I don't often use Bamboo Slicer, but you should get a dialog where it asks you to assign each colored object of your model to a spool within your AMS. So, there you have it. I hope you found this series of tutorials useful, and hopefully you can create a lot of your own very cool projects with images that you download. Hope you enjoy it. As always, like, follow, and repost. Drop me a comment. And I guess I will see you on the next one. Happy tinkering!